And we are rolling.
Hey kids, it's time for another edition of Love to Hate. I'm Philip Fullman.
And I am Brandon Luna.
And today we are actually going to talk about something that was suggested by one of our listeners who you're sleeping with.
That is true. That is true. I do sleep with this person.
Man, how long has this been going on?
25 years.
Wow. Mazel tov.
I don't think my wife knows, though.
What was it? I was watching something, and it's that perfect setup where they're talking to the couple.
Right.
And they're like, how long have you been married? He goes, 25 wonderful years. We've been together 50. And it's just, and of course, she's laughing, and it's just, at some point, you're just like, that's good.
Yeah. This is one she suggested a long time ago, and we just hadn't done it because it kept getting put on the back burner because that's how you are when your wife suggests something. But
come on. Then you get to the bottom of the list, you're like,
we're kind
okay.
of scraping the barrel here. We've ladled out enough, and we're at the bottom. We need to throw something else back in. Yeah,
there we go. So by all means, send us any suggestions that you may have, regardless of whether or not you're sleeping with Brandon or me. Somebody's gonna, one of us is gonna get in trouble. I don't know which one.
It'll be me.
Maybe both.
Right.
Have we even told people what the topic is yet?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. It's earworms.
EarWorms.
Yeah,
what is, you talking about the thing from Star Trek 2?
Yes,
yeah.
That's exactly with Ricardo Montalban.
Right.
No, it is the name which everybody's had it, and then I finally heard it. I'm like, oh, that's somebody's put a name to it. Mm-hmm. So when you get something stuck in your head,
right?
Now, to me, it's always a negative. Mm-hmm. But it sounds like from some of your research, it's not always seen as a negative. To me, I just hate it.
Right. I'm not a fan of it.
I don't like having anything, stuck there, regardless of even if I like the song, because then I get tired of it.
Right.
So, just matter of getting a song. Now, I will say this. I don't only get songs stuck in my head. I get phrases and names stuck in my head.
Right.
I remember there was a whole day where just in my head over and over, Mariska Hargitay, Mariska. And I was like, God damn it. It's like, it just her name played on loop. I'm like, it's such an unusual name. It's like, why is that in there? Finally, I got over it. But I'm assuming because there's a list for everything, there are a list of the most.
Of course.
Would you say common earworms?
Yeah, the most common earworms. This is a list on Pop Culture Madness, which is a great name for a site. Yeah, and this is the top 100 earworm songs of all time.
Over under on one of us gets an earworm during this episode.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put music. I'm going to put all these songs over the segment, so everybody's going to get earworm. No, I'm just kidding. I can't. We can't legally do that. I don't think.
No.
The first one, should we start at 100 and go back? Is that what we should do?
Yeah, and then build up. And number one.
Right, there you go. So, number 100, One Night in Bangkok.
I loved that song.
Yep.
Until Maddie pointed out over and over, oh, it's an ABBA song. I'm like, it's not ABBA. It's like they wrote it. It sounds very ABBA-esque. Mm-hmm. I do like that song, though.
Yep. Peanut Butter Belly. Number 99 is Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Peanut Butter Jelly Time. Peanut Butter
all
jelly.
right, I can see,
That's all I know. I don't know the rest of the song.
Is there a rest of it?
I don't know. Is there a rest of it?
I don't think. I think that's it. Just ad nauseum.
Yeah, I think that's probably what it is. Number 98, High Hopes by Frank Sinatra, which I don't really know that song.
Oh, no.
I've got High Hopes. I guess that one. That's it.
I got to say, going back to Peanut Butter Jelly Time, my dog did do a rendition of that where it was belly rubbing time, and the dog would sing that over and over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah. Number
Just
97, The Lollipop Guild by the Munchkins in Wizard of Oz.
We
represent the Lollipop Guild.
I've never had that stuck in my head, thank God.
Thank God. No kidding, right? The Catch-Up Song, number 96. Don't know what that is. This is definitely an earworm, and you're going to hate this earworm, and Randy and I will fight you on this. Copacabana by Barry Manilow.
I have absolutely no objection to that song.
Okay, good.
I'm not a huge Barry fan, but Copacabana and Mandy, that used to be my karaoke song.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I would pay money to see that.
Yeah, I bet you would.
Like a crisp $5 bill for that, I think.
Well, that would have bought my bottle of Bud Light. That,
right.
Took me 5 of them to get up there, but.
Right. Number 94, Banana Splits theme song, which I don't know that. I guess that's not. I'm not a child of that era, I guess. Number 93 is definitely an earworm, and it's not even really the song. It's just one phrase from the song, and I'll say it, and you'll know what song it is. Woohoo!
Weezer.
No. Blur. Song number 2.
Okay.
I
thought there was I'm thinking Buddy Holly.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's that song number 2 by Blur. Sugartown by Nancy Sinatra. Don't know that song. That's number 92.
I thought she only did These Boots Were Made for Walking.
Right, which is probably on there too. Fish Heads by Barnes and Barnes. Fish heads, roly-poly fish heads. Yeah.
That was on Dr. Demento, right?
Right.
Okay.
Don't You Want Me Baby by Human League.
It's not a great song.
Don't You Forget About Me. Shirt appropriate.
I do like that song. That's, Simple Minds.
Right.
One hit wonder.
Yep.
Is that an earworm?
They had another one.
Did they?
Alive.
I don't see that as an earworm. I've never had that stuck in my head.
Right. It's way down the list.
Okay, so, that's true.
I mean, that's like number 89. The Song That Never Ends by Sherry Lewis, which sounds horrible. I don't know the song, but I'm sure if it never
Sherry
ends.
Sherry Lewis of Lamb Chop and
I'm
whatever.
So, right?
Huh.
Number 87, Shout by Tears for Fears, which I don't really think that's ever gotten stuck in my head.
No, can't say I have.
Here's a big one. This actually should be further up the list because I can't do that. I can't. If I go to a wedding, this song's in my head for like 4 days. The Chicken Dance.
Oh.
Not what you were thinking, probably.
No, I was thinking We've Only Just Begun.
Oh, okay.
But Chicken Dance is bad. But fortunately, not stuck in my head.
Yeah. Paper Planes by MIA is 85. I don't know that song. Saturday Night by Bay City Rollers.
Yeah, that can get stuck in there sometimes.
Oh, this one sucks. And I hate that I know this song, and it is a total earworm. The Sign by Ace of Base.
Oh, yeah. I know the song. Fortunately not stuck.
Yeah. Paradise by Coldplay. Anything by Coldplay that gets stuck in your head is just like stick a something sharp in your ear and just be done with it. I'm done with that. Material Girl by Madonna. That's number 81.
I don't. Not an earworm. I mean, it's not an unpleasant song.
Right. Beethoven's Fifth, number 80.
No.
I
love it, but I have not had it stuck. These all sound like good things that get stuck in your head, but I guess it's subjective.
Right. Video Killed the Radio Stars, number 79.
The Buggles or the
Buggles.
Dead President? Okay. Yeah. I like
President of the United States of America.
President.
By the way,
Okay.
Umbrella by Rihanna, which I've never heard all the way through, so not gonna. It's Tricky by Run DMC. It's
okay. Yeah, that can get stuck in there.
That's why it's tricky.
Penn and Teller did the video.
Tricky. What?
Penn and Teller were in their video for that.
Oh, they were. Okay.
Yeah.
Scotty Doesn't Know by Lustra is number 76. Never heard that song before in my life, so I'm good with that. Summertime by the Jammies or Jammies. I don't know that song either. Can't Get You Out of My Head by Kylie Minogue. Appropriately named if it's an earworm. I don't think that's ever gotten caught in my head either.
No.
But Taking Care of Business.
Oh, yeah. My other karaoke song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always love that moment in The Simpsons where he's like, get to the part. He's like telling him.
That's true.
Wanna Be by Spice Girls. I could see that totally being an earworm song.
That can be an earworm.
And here's another one that I think has been stuck in my head, and it's annoying because I don't know. You know the one part of the song, and you don't know any of the rest of the lyrics. Although my wife does know every single line of this song. 1 Week by Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see.
Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops ticking. Watching X-Files with no lights on. Like de la Maison. I hope the Smoking Man's in this one.
Right.
Like Harrison Ford, I'm feeling frantic. Like Sting, I'm tantric. Like Snickers, guaranteed to satisfy. Like Kurosawa, I make mad films. Kid, I don't make films. But if they did, they'd have a samurai. Got to get another set of clubs, a kind with tiny nebs just so my eyes aren't always flying off the back screen. Got to get in tune with Sailor Moon because that cartoon has got the boom anime babes that made me think the wrong thing.
Yep.
You know what I would walk around and say to people? I'd be like, I would say, because I'm all about value.
Right.
And that was like my whole thing. And I had one buddy who was like, he's like Leanne Rimes.
Right. You Spin Me Right Round Baby by Dead or Alive.
Ugh.
Yep. Lip Gloss by Little Mama. Never heard that song.
Don't know it.
The Time Warp from Rocky Horror Picture Show.
I know it, but I haven't got it stuck.
Here's a big one. I'm surprised it's not further up. And this actually became a thing for quite a while on the internet. Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. Rolling. Remember that when people would Rickroll you?
I like the song.
I thought it was a good song, and I was highly surprised when it was a white dude singing it.
Yeah, you're like, what?
Wait, what? Howdy Doody singing this song? How is that happening right now?
Pretty much. He started dyeing his hair now.
Oh, yeah?
It's a little darker now.
Yeah, because he's probably all gray, too.
That's true.
God, these songs, man. Some of these I don't really know. Let's see. I lost my place here, so give me a second. Hakuna Matata from Lion King.
That's all I know of the whole song.
Right.
Hakuna Matata.
Eye of the Tiger by Survivor.
Oh, that's a good song, man.
That's a great song.
Who doesn't hear the beginning of Eye of the Tiger and automatically think, man, I can knock out 10 push-ups?
Right.
I mean, it makes you want to just like do something physical then.
Yep. Much better than the song they were supposed to use, I guess, which was used.
Oh, the
Karate Kid one. You're the best around.
Yeah, that would have sucked. Stallone chose wisely.
He chose very wisely. Karma Chameleon by Culture Club. Never really got that song stuck in my head.
No.
This is a big one, too, though. This one did get stuck in my head for a while, and it really annoyed me. Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin.
I can honestly say it never got stuck in my head.
No.
I would have killed myself.
Yeah, that's one that'll end up in a padded room with that one, I think.
I don't know.
Stacy's Mom, Fountains of Wayne. She's got it going on.
Yeah.
Never.
I may have got that stuck in my head a couple of times.
Get Lucky by Daft Punk featuring Pharrell Williams. I could see how that would get stuck in your head.
No.
Splish Splash by Bobby Darin.
I like the song a lot, but not stuck.
Insane.
I wouldn't mind if that one was stuck, maybe.
Insane in the Brain by Cypress Hill.
No.
Achy Breaky Heart by Billy Ray Cyrus. That's another one.
That may have gotten stuck in there, but I never remember the proper order.
You just remember the Achy Breaky Heart part. That's all you just get that stuck and repeat in your head.
By the way, I almost forgot the name. You can still, I think you can still get it on Amazon Prime. The Riff Tracks guys. Radical Jack, Billy Ray Cyrus, former Navy SEAL, CIA spook.
Oh, wow.
Family killed, put on one last mission. Yeah. Oh, it's good.
What is this?
It is
an
so
actual
good.
Movie?
It's an actual movie.
Was this like in the theaters or this is
no?
Straight to video?
No. It was straight to video, and the Riff Tracks guys
rip it a new one.
Yeah, and it's great. There's a scene in there where he picks up a payphone, goes, "Hey, can I speak to Miley?" It's just like that's the riff on it. It's like it's perfect.
Oh, okay. God, I gotta check that out now.
Yeah,
here's a big one. What is Love by Hadaway.
What is love?
Baby, don't hurt me. Yeah, I can see how that gets stuck in your head. Tub Thumping by Chubba Wubba.
Oh, I love that song too. that was never sang it at karaoke, but it was playing the nights I was at a bar where karaoke would happen.
Right.
I do like that song.
This one gets stuck in your head, and not necessarily the whole song, but just a segment of the song. And I think that's the thing with Earworms too, is it not necessarily the entire song, but something about the song that just a little piece of it that just goes doot doot doot. Is
that Tom's Cafe or Tom's Diner?
No, that is Semi-Charmed Kind of Life by Third Eye Blind. But I hear what you're saying.
I do like that song.
That would totally
it's like
be
a
an
poem.
Right.
You know,
it is. Well, you remember the first, like you heard on the album, it was just vocal. There was no sound. There was no music at all. It was just basically a poem. And then that other guy put the music to it, and it became a big thing on the radio. So, Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners.
Yeah.
I don't think that's really an earworm.
There a little bit.
Whoop, There It Is by Tag Team.
Yeah.
That little term right there gets stuck in your head. Hamster Dance. I don't even know what the fuck that is.
I don't want to know.
That sounds like something that what's his name would listen to a lot.
Richard Gere.
You were going with me on that. I flaked on the name. Totally killed that joke. Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus. Speaking of Miley Cyrus.
Wow, she and her dad both made the earworm list. They got to be proud, the Cyrus family.
Oh, here's a good one. I don't have to even actually say the name of the song. I just have to do an action that people are not going to see, but you know what I'm talking about probably.
Oh, yeah.
The Safety Dance.
Nice.
You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. We're going to get sued for this episode because we're singing too many lines. Single Ladies by Beyonce. That's definitely an earworm for a lot of people, I think.
Yeah, I could see that. There's actually a better version done by Postmodern Jukebox.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a jazz cabaret style.
Right.
Really good.
That is a good one, yeah. Cantaloupe by Flip Fantasia. Never heard that song.
I don't know what that is.
Dark Horse by Katy Perry. Never heard of it. Royals by Lorde, which I know a lot of people. Hollaback Girl by Gwen Stefani.
No. I mean, I've heard it, but I've not had it stuck.
Oh, gosh. Just a Friend by Biz Markie.
Oh, man, yeah.
Tiny Bubbles by Don Ho.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You've never heard that?
I've heard it, but I don't know that would ever get stuck
I would
in my
never
head.
get that stuck, no.
It Wasn't Me by Shaggy. Never heard that song.
Don't know it.
500 Miles by Proclaimers.
That's a good song.
It is a good song.
I've had
overplayed. But
I've had that one stuck in there.
Oh, God, if this ever gets stuck in anybody's head. Friday by Rebecca Black. Remember that whole thing? That was a YouTube sensation that just became a radio thing. It was awful.
No, thank God I don't know it.
I've Got My Mind Set on You by George Harrison.
Yeah, I could see that. I think, that's been an earworm.
Tarzan Boy by Baltimora.
Love that song, too. That one has been stuck, but I wasn't upset.
Right. Lollipop by the Chordettes. Lollipop, lollipop. Oh,
wow.
Lollipop. They're going back.
Yeah, they are.
Da 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 by Trio. Da Da Da. You don't remember that song?
I remember it, but...
Da. Mambo No. 5. One of the worst songs ever created, along with the Cha-Cha Slide. Both those songs should never, ever be played, and apparently there was dances made for them, so they're played everywhere. And I hate both of those songs.
And I just saw something where they were talking about it really sabotaged his career. Because he's actually better than that.
Right.
But now everybody just associates him with Mambo No. 5.
And where's Mambo No. 1 through 4? That's the question everybody asks. Baby by Justin Bieber is number 35. I can honestly say I've never heard a Justin Bieber song or know what they sound like, so I'm good with that. Bad Boys by Inner Circle, which is on every Cops show ever. So
they did a TV show. I'm trying to think. It was before the Cops TV show. So the song was written about a specific group of cops, and they called them the Bad Boys. Mm-hmm. I saw a thing on Inside Edition or something like that. And they were like an elite SWAT team, but they focused on drugs. There was a TV show on for like a minute.
Okay.
And that was what the theme song was created for.
Okay.
Was that TV show. And then it went off the air, and then Cops came on, and they used it.
The song.
But that's what the cops called them within the department. They were the Bad Boys.
So it wasn't Will Smith and what's his name?
The Fresh
Martin Lawrence.
Oh, no.
Number 32 is Bop by Hanson.
Okay, I do like that song. Man.
Yeah. Also, you know what? Also better than they get credit for. They are. They actually have talent. Right. Which you can, there's a lot of bands you can't say that about. So.
No.
They actually played instruments and wrote songs. So I'll give them that. The Hustle by Van McCoy. That's now stuck in my head. That's right there. Yeah. Gangnam Style by Psy. North Korean or guy, a South Korean guy.
No.
Baby Elephant Walk by Henry Mancini. Yep.
I do use that mockingly when people I don't like walk in.
Some fat guy's waddling. That's evil.
No, I would never do that. That would be horrible.
Wake Me Up Before You Go by Wham.
I like it.
Yeah. I don't know the song Blue Dobby D.
Blue Dobby D. I don't know.
Is that a song? I don't know.
Apparently it is.
Under Pressure, but I mean that could also be Vanilla Ice.
That's where you find out somebody's age.
You hear that song and they're either going to go, "Oh, Under Pressure," or they're going to go the Vanilla Ice way.
Stop. Collaborate and listen.
Ice is here with a brand new invention.
Ice is here from the suburbs of Dallas, Fort Worth, but I'm going to tell you all, I grew up in the streets of Miami.
Right.
Douchebag.
My Humps by Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
Who Let the Dogs Out by Baha Men.
That was, it sucks.
That's another one of the worst songs ever made.
Yes, it is.
DuckTales theme song. Don't know that. I couldn't tell you the DuckTales theme song if it hit me in the face.
I do not know.
Poker Face by Lady Gaga.
Yeah, it's okay.
Cotton Eye Joe by Rednecks. That one they always play.
Oh, when they tried to do the
that's the one they always play at the weddings, yeah.
Yeah.
That Cotton Eye Joe, that's all like dance ready and stuff. Yeah. Macarena by Los Del Rey.
Horrible.
Another fucking awful song that made it way too big. They tried to do something else after that. It was the same two old dudes trying to dance again. It was awful.
Seem too old. Some too. You know what? Let's just fucking forget the joke. I can't get it out.
They could have been. They would have been better if they'd had a Milli Vanilli type thing going
That's
on.
Exactly. See, this is where I'm trying to go with this.
They probably would have been a lot more successful if they
just couldn't
put
get the
two
joke
good-looking
out,
guys singing it. Yeah,
that's where I was trying to go with it.
Right. Entrance of the Gladiators by Julius Fuckett. That can't be his name. Fucik. Julius Fuckett.
I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced.
Yeah,
but
I'm going to say that though. The Final Countdown by Europe.
It's supposed to be a metal band, but then you listen to it and you're like, that is a hell of a lot of keyboards to open a song.
It is. It's up there with Asia. You know? Oh man, Let It Go by Adela Menzel. That's the one from Frozen.
Menzel.
Adina Menzel. Yeah.
Nadel Nazim, according to John.
Right. I was trying to remember that. Thank you. Well remembered. The Lion Sleeps Tonight by the Tokens.
Oh, that's a good song.
That is a good song. Oh, this is an Earworm. This one's gotten me before.
Okay.
I almost don't want to say the name of it. Mickey by Tony Basil.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Just that little beat.
Hey, Mickey, yeah, that'll get in there.
It's there. It's not going away now. Fergalicious by Fergie. Don't know that song. Funky Town by Lips Incorporated.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good Earworm. We Will Rock You by Queen.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Boom, boom, boom. That just gets stuck in your head. It's not even.
And all a cappella.
Right.
Was claps, stomps, and voices.
Right. Until the guitar solo that ripped ass at the end. It was badass. Surfin' Bird by the Trashmen. That's number 11. So now we are in the top 10, and I cannot even say the name of the song. The top
10 most popular earworms, according to this website.
Right. Culture Madness.
Culture Madness.
Pop Culture Madness. Sorry.
Pop Culture Madness.
This is number 10. I can't even say the name of it. It's Dragostea Dente by Ozone.
Sure.
Don't know that. Do you know that song? I've never heard. I probably have to hear it. The Fox. Remember that Chicka Chicka Cow Chow Chicka Cow Cow song or whatever that came out?
See, a lot of these I don't leave on long enough to get stuck because it's just like, this sucks.
This is probably this is easily one of my top 5 earworms.
The Fox song?
No, this next one coming up.
What are we at? Number 8?
We're at number 8. You ready?
Yeah.
Mana. Mana. Yeah, that's a great one.
I do love that one.
Number 7, Barbie Girl by Aqua. Oh, that's a horrible song to get stuck in your head. Tommy Two-Tone with 8675309 comes in at number 6.
Yeah, I could see that.
I Got You, Babe by Sonny and Cher is number 5. Yeah, I don't really see that as an earworm song.
No, I don't either.
Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen.
I don't know.
Don't know that song. That's number 4.
Again, Postmodern Jukebox does a much better version.
Right. Number 3, the Andy Griffith theme.
Okay, yeah, that's totally true. That is totally freaking true. Everybody gets that stuck.
It's so great. Number 2, Yellow Submarine by the Beatles.
Really? Yeah.
Yep. We can't sing that one. We'll get in trouble.
No.
We'll get sued by the ghost of Michael Jackson. It's a Small World is number 1.
What?
It's a small world.
Now, careful. That's what we're going to get sued by. Disney will come after us.
That's a really long beat.
They'll send the Avengers after us.
So that was number 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, and none of the stuff that I get stuck in my head that makes me want to kill myself is on that list.
Like what?
Anything by ABBA or the Bee Gees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any of that, just anything that gets stuck, it's just like, oh, it's like, get it out.
Right.
I'll listen to anything, but I cannot stand ABBA or the Bee Gees. And I'll get stuck in there.
Yep. The worst to me is when you go to bed with an earworm song, and then it's in your dreams. Like, that's the worst thing in the world because you just have this like moment playing in your head like constantly.
Have you found
have a restless night?
I notice like when I wake up, phone, you're flipping through something, or you put the radio on as you're driving to work, trying to scan. The first shitty song that you don't like that you hear is the one that's stuck in your head the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because you're still, susceptible to suggestion, I guess.
Right.
Wow, I wonder if you could do that while somebody's sleeping. Go in and just play a song so that they wake up with it stuck in their head.
You probably can. You should try that tonight.
Give it a shot.
Like whatever the opposite of what she loves, and play that like just in a low volume.
Yeah, there's not a lot I could choose from. She's pretty well versed there.
Yeah.
Well, she mermans everything. Doesn't matter what the song is; it becomes an Ethel Merman impersonation.
That's interesting to know.
It does. It's that whole theater thing. I think that everything becomes larger than life. Don't worry, be happy. God damn it! Now I'm sitting here thinking. Now I'm just thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
I never liked that song even when it came out.
There's another list that has "This Is Halloween" on it from Nightmare Before Christmas. This is Halloween. This is Halloween. The Ballad of Bilbo Baggins by Leonard Nimoy.
Yes, I totally admit somebody put that on Facebook, and I got that fucker stuck in my head. It was horrible.
You ever heard the one "It's not logical" or "It's illogical" or whatever? That's greatness.
No.
Oh, it's so fucking great. I love that commercial though, where he's like Bilbo in the car driving. Did you ever see that with him?
Was that the one Zachary Quinto?
Yeah, where they were both in it. That was greatness. So great. Supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious.
Yeah. That's a big one, yeah.
Yeah, that one will get stuck.
Yeah, Time Warp is in there again.
I will get...
the Star Trek theme.
I will not get supercalifragilistic necessarily, but from Disney films, I will get Robin Hood, Little John walking through the forest, laughing back and forth, looking through the forest, laughing back and forth at what the other one has to say. Ooh lolly, golly, what a day. So that's in there. And then the Bare Necessities from Jungle Book.
That's a good one.
Both sung by Phil Harris.
Yep.
From the Jack Benny Show.
He is missed.
What else you got? What's not on the list that you get stuck in there that you absolutely hate?
Happy by Pharrell. That's one that gets stuck in my head.
Oh, what's the other one from the Lego movie?
Oh, Everything is Awesome?
Yeah.
That's a big one, yeah.
That's one where it's just like you want to jab your ears out.
YMCA by the Village People is another one. In the moment, it's a fun song, but if it gets stuck in your head, you're
screwed, yeah.
You just want to beat people. Don't Stop Believing by Journey. That's a big one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one will get stuck. It doesn't bug me, but I have reached the point of burnout with the song. I do like the song, but now it's just I've heard it too many times.
Right.
Hard to appreciate.
Yeah, it gets to be eventually you just don't want to hear it anymore.
No.
You just don't want to hear it.
It's been played to death. Corporate radio.
Mm-hmm.
Play the same fucking songs over and over and over.
You know what I hate about corporate radio, too? Is that you can't get away from commercials because they're all running commercials at the exact same time.
That's true.
You ever notice that? You flip channels like, oh, man, it's a commercial. There's a commercial. There's a commercial. There's a commercial. There's a commercial.
Yeah. And you're on this, they're all on the same clock. Mm-hmm. And they're all running the exact same freaking songs.
Yep.
And it's so incestuous because, like, why are we playing a song by this artist? Oh, because we're owned by this company, and this company also owns this record label, and this artist is on that record label, so that's why we're playing it.
Right.
There's a song, you can find it on YouTube. It's kind of a country song called Rex Bob Lowenstein, and it's about this guy who worked at a small radio station, and it just got sold. So he barricades himself in the control room or in the studio, and he plays whatever. Everything from Willie Nelson to Madonna. It's like I'm still going to play just whatever till they come drag him out and make him put somebody in to play the corporate playlist.
That's awesome. Meghan Trainor's All About the Bass makes a couple of lists as well.
Yeah, I could see that.
Another one that Postmodern Jukebox does a really good version of. Yeah. So yeah, they do a lot of things. And listen to Postmodern Jukebox. You'll find a lot of that's a good way to find a lot of new songs that you'll like their versions of better.
Yeah, because I've noticed it's just the style of music that some of these new songs are in that I hate.
Right.
They're coming here in May again, I think.
Are they?
Yeah,
we should go. I've seen them once before. They were great.
Yeah, as have I.
Did you have the tap dancing girl when you went?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Ariana Savalas was the MC. Telly Savalas' daughter.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
She was really good. She played up the whole cabaret bit and flirted with, dude in the front row. That whole thing. It was really well done.
That's cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah, they put on a good show.
Yes, earworms are definitely a thing, and I think I totally agree with you. They tend to be songs that you don't really like, but for whatever reason, whether it be the tune or the melody or whatever, something just forces it to get stuck in your head. So,
what about commercials?
Commercial jingles will do it. Yeah.
Can you think of one off the top of your head?
Empires, the Empire one. 1-800-588-23.
Yeah,
that one.
Call Empire today.
Right.
Yeah, the one I was thinking of. My baloney has a first name. It's OSCA. Yeah, that'll get.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Yeah, the local commercials tend to be the worst
because they're so bad.
Oh yeah, yeah. Any of those commercial jingles. Pepsi Cola hits a spot. Wait, how'd the rest of that go? Pepsi Cola hits a spot, 12 full ounces, that's a lot. Twice as much for a nickel, too. Pepsi Cola is the drink for you.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was Pepsi.
Can't do algebra, but by God, I can pull that out.
I got one for you.
All right.
Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar.
You know when I stopped watching their commercials and hating Kit Kats? So when they did those goddamn commercials where everybody's just snapping it and the whole commercial is just
right.
Like, no. No. Yeah, that's a popular one.
Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener.
What about I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing?
Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Created by Don Draper.
I'm a big kid now. Huggies.
Oh, yeah, how about this? I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid.
That's a big one.
Something.
Pink with slip, kids.
Pink slips in Chapter 11.
Yeah, there's a Subway one in here, $5 foot long. I don't remember that one.
I don't even know why I'm laughing.
No, you know why you're laughing.
Something just about its Subway. It's just, yeah.
The whole toy. We're going from the Toys R Us thing to the Subway thing. It's a little, yeah.
That's a good segue right there, man. Okay. Actually, I think Subway now actually has to be spaced at least a minute apart between commercials for kids' toys legally. They have to register. It's like you cannot be within a minute of a kid's commercial.
That's the equivalent of... Wow, that's awful.
I ran with it. It was there.
I'm loving it, McDonald's.
This podcast is too goddamn good to not be listened to.
The Empire 800 thing did make the list.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it made the list.
That thing's old as hell.
Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. Alka-Seltzer, plop, plop, fizz, fizz. Oh, what a relief it is. Yep. Oh, we forgot a big one. I am stuck on a Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me.
Yeah, I forgot that one.
You know, it's another one that they didn't mention. I don't know how they didn't mention this, but this is a big earworm. And I hate that I'm going to say it. Now it's going to be stuck in my head. Do, 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 do.
Oh, man. Anytime somebody's taking too much time to do anything. Oh, no, I do it out loud.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I'm kind of an ass. Just like, come on, speed it up. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
That's true. I didn't even think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Yeah, because I'm trying to think, that's about the only thing associated with TV shows I can think of that would get stuck in your head.
Right.
There's really nothing from Wheel of Fortune or anything like that. What about TV? One of the big ones I get stuck, theme from The Greatest American Hero.
Right.
That will be on repeat in my head for hours on end.
But see, you said that, and I just thought, Greatest American Hero, G.I. Joe is there. Not the same thing, but I know what it just...
That's true.
You know who wrote a lot of jingles that people know a lot of is Barry Manilow. He wrote the Band-Aid jingle. That was him.
Did he really?
He wrote State Farm, Like a Good Neighbor, State Farm is there. That was him. He wrote Stridex, Give Your Face Something to Smile About. I don't know that one. KFC, Grab a Bucket of Chicken. He wrote that. McDonald's, You Deserve a Break Today. That was also
really
also Barry
That's
Manilow.
A very popular.
Pepsi, Feeling Free. That was him.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was quite the jingle writer.
And you know what he did not write? I write the songs that teach the world to sing.
Yeah.
That was actually Brian Johnston of the Beach Boys.
No, really?
Yeah. So the song he sings about writing songs, didn't
write that song.
Didn't write it. He wrote the one
He writes the songs.
Yeah. No, but good jingle. Make a lot of money doing jingles.
Oh, yeah, totally. That was really loud.
Set that down.
Jesus Christ.
Dog just leapt. We moved locations.
Yeah.
In case you guys you're like, why does it sound like they're in a kitchen? Well,
because
oddly enough.
Right.
Yeah, because the old tin roof and the thunderstorm didn't quite work out for the audio.
No, it wasn't the greatest thing in the world there.
So you may notice that last week, but
God, is there a Starbucks jingle? Does Starbucks have a jingle at all?
The only one I can think of is the one where they use Eye of the Tiger. Have you seen that commercial?
That one with Roy.
Roy.
Yeah, that was a great commercial.
That was so well done. What was it? He just might make supervisor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really well done.
That was greatness.
Man, they've been milking that for years.
They have. Not a bad thing to milk, though. I mean, that's
no. I mean, it's a good song. It fits, and as we said,
that's
it's
a karaoke one for me.
You're the best around. God. Have you watched any of the new Cobra Kai or whatever?
Yeah, it's great. I saw first season. I haven't seen the second season.
Oh, so I'm guessing because you subscribe to YouTube.
Yeah,
sure.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
we'll
go. Yeah,
we'll do that.
Yeah. I haven't.
It's fun. It's actually really
Is it
good.
really?
Yeah, it's really good. You can definitely tell it's cheap. I mean, it's not high quality, but it looks like they filmed it with I don't know, like really old video
iPhone,
camera. Yeah, or something. Yeah, just doesn't look great. The lighting's bad. It's just.
Can I borrow your YouTube login to look at that?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I saw because now there's a season 2 coming out. Like what?
Mm-hmm.
You got to be kidding me!
I love the idea of that Russo was LaRusso or whatever his name was. His character's name was basically the bad guy. Is how they play it.
Oh yeah, because he becomes that dick car salesman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Told from the perspective of the bad guy. It was really it's an interesting way to tell that story. It's very cool.
Yeah. I got to confess, and I may have told you this, but the show The Last Ship, I actually binged the whole thing, all 5 seasons.
Yeah. Oh,
and
5 seasons. Damn.
Yeah. And I didn't want. Well, it's like their 2 longest seasons are 13 episodes.
Okay.
All the other 3 are 10. But the one thing that kept me from ever watching it, by executive producer Michael Bay, and I'm like, well, this is going to be a shit show. But then I kept thinking, oh man, it's Adam Baldwin. I like Adam Baldwin, so I gave it a go. Parts of it are like Walking Dead on a ship. It's not because they're zombies, but just what happens when civilization collapses.
Right.
Who are the real animals? Who are the real monsters?
Right. It's always people.
So, yeah. So there's part of that. But, stuck through it 5 seasons.
What, did it have a definitive end, or was it one of those shows that got cut off?
Kind of.
The worst thing in the world is when you watch a show and you're loving it, and then it just gets cut short, and there's no ending.
It more or less had a definitive end. It had a definitive end, but it didn't do the happy wrap-up.
Okay.
So you didn't get to see like, oh, look what's happened to everybody and life's good. It was just like, okay, here's how it ends. And then you just have to make assumptions.
Right.
So I was good with that. The ending wasn't vague. The outcome was known, but it just didn't feel like putting a bow on it and being like, and everybody lived happily ever after.
That's all right. I can take that.
So, and the other thing that fascinated me was the fact that the Navy was so involved with it and liked the show.
Oh, wow.
Because they talked about how realistic it was.
Very cool.
Coolest thing, and I got to say this. They talk about something on there called the VLS, and it stands for Vertical Launch System, and they're the missiles that fire straight up from the front of the ship.
Right.
And then head out. I knew about the VLS when I was a kid because my dad brought home pictures of him working on it. He didn't build missiles, but the frames and the steel containers that hold the missiles, when he worked at White Sands, he welded and built those.
That's cool.
And was out there putting those together to go on the ships. So I got really excited when I saw those on there and heard him talking about them. And I went and looked up some of my dad's, the pictures that I have from my dad. And it was just kind of cool to think, man, there's still ships out there with stuff that he built.
That's awesome.
That's, killing commies.
Very
or
cool.
Whoever
we're going up against now. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't keep track. We're at war with everybody.
I just had a song pop in my head. It was a theme song for a show. The Knight Rider theme.
How do you get that? You're better than that. See, I can't. The instrumental I can't do.
Yeah. Just right.
Oh, wait. I take it back.
A-Team. Yeah, that's a good one.
Magnum P.I., great theme song.
Yep. I don't know how that goes. Magnum P.I., he's a guy in a red car.
You've heard it.
Yeah.
So you've heard it. Okay.
That's the new version, right?
Okay,
with
probably.
the Mexican guy that lasted 2 episodes, I think.
No, it's still fucking on.
It's still on?
Yeah.
With Jay Hernandez or whatever?
Yeah. They haven't
pulled the plug on that yet.
I guess not, no.
Wow.
There's enough people watching it. No, it was kind of like...
Magnum P.I., I think.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Gotcha. Oh, wow. What was the... I just had another one pop in my head. It was awful, but it was so derivative at the time. Rockford Files theme.
You didn't like that one?
It just sounds so... Like like, what the fuck is that? Was that just some guy going to the...
So you're right. The song, but the opening credits were really cool.
Oh, yeah,
the way they shot them. But I always liked that it was always, hi, you've reached Jim Rockford. Leave your name and number at the tone. I'll call you back. Like, hey, Jim, this is your dry cleaner. Hey, Mr. Rockford, this is such and such a law firm. It was always something shitty that you know was happening. A date's canceling, and they always did a different one.
Right.
That was a really good show.
It was a great show.
Yeah, and that's where Selleck got his quasi start.
Oh yeah.
Well, where he kind of came to prominence because he played Lance White on 2 episodes, and he was kind of like the perfect private detective who never screwed up, and it really flummoxed Jim Rockford.
Yeah.
So that's what they were, and that's what they were going to make Magnum. Kind of like that perfect guy. He's like, no. He can't be perfect.
Right.
So,
Miami Vice theme.
Jan Hammer.
Yep.
That thing was like a top 10 hit.
It was.
And now it's unlistenable.
Right.
It is just like the...
Axel Foley theme.
That's where I was going. The theme from Beverly Hills Cop. That was a top 10 hit. Now it's like, why were we listening to this crap?
What's funny is that guy was so Harold Faltermeyer was so ingrained in 80s like cop movies. You don't realize it until you watch these movies again and you go, oh, that's Harold Faltermeyer.
Yeah.
Tango and Cash has probably the worst soundtrack, and it's just like it sounds like Beverly Hills Cop outtakes. Like, oh, this wasn't good enough for Beverly Hills Cop. Let's put it in Tango and Cash. And
You're the best.
Exactly. It's exactly that. It's fucking awful. Just watch that movie again, and there's like it's unlistenable. Like you said, there's like a scene where it's just Kurt Russell walking in his house. He's like taking some stuff off his belt and putting it down, and this music's just like it's just such a like, what the hell is going on?
We loved synthesizers in the 80s. There was a Herbie Hancock song. I can't remember the name of it.
Rocket.
Yeah. Oh, horrible. But again, at the time, it was cool.
Yep.
Not so much anymore. God, I forgot about theme from Miami Vice. But yet, was it that? No, it was In the Air Tonight by Phil Collins. That was the one where they played the entire song while they're driving.
Right.
And it was just like, oh, this is cool. And you're like,
right.
Whew. Still driving, huh?
Right.
They get
Have
there
you tried
yet?
to rewatch that show lately?
Yeah. First season was probably better.
Yeah.
Because not everybody was a star and they weren't, full of their own bullshit. But later it was... I remember there was an episode, I don't know what the hell happened. Crockett's kidnapped. He's in the Everglades cabin somewhere, held hostage. The other cops show up. He fell in love with someone. I don't know. Somebody grabs a girl around the neck, puts a gun to her head. And the guy says something about, you think you can shoot me, you better not miss. And Crockett shoots him right between the eyes and goes, I won't miss. And I just thought that was the coolest thing because it was just like, boom, done.
Right,
it's
right.
Like, yeah, I'll shoot
There's
you
some
between the
really
eyes.
cool moments in that show. I mean, it is pretty...
There are. It got out there, but...
There was some dark... I remember an episode about him, the old Vietnam buddy coming back or something, and they had one of those in Magnum P.I. too. They just had that deal with that situation.
They did a lot with Magnum in Vietnam. They were... They were very respectful. They never played it off as like, hey, these guys are, it's like they were very respectful to the vets. But yeah, Miami Vice could get very dark, but so could Michael Mann.
Right.
I think it's just the same. They probably started getting too many network notes.
Right.
Like, hey, the kids are responding to this. But I mean, really, for the 80s, it's probably one of the most influential shows ever.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I maintain you could not have Razor Stubble without Don Johnson in Miami Vice.
Right.
You would be expected to be clean shaven.
The Miami Device would not exist.
That's true. It would not. God, I can't believe that thing existed. That was true.
Awesome.
Oh, all the things that get stuck in our head. Hey, kids, have you had fun reminiscing, or are you pissed off at us right now because you got something stuck in your head? Well, we warned you about it in the beginning, kind of. So if you'd like to write to us and tell us what you've got stuck in your head, or maybe something that gets stuck in your head that you... that we didn't mention, like, I don't know, bank account number, social security number, feel free to share with us on the social medias. And here's Brandon to tell you all about them.
Well, you can go to Instagram and send us a message there at Love to Hate Pod. You can also go to Twitter and send us a message there at Love to Hate Pod. You can also go and like our Facebook page at Love to Hate and give us comments there. Don't forget to visit us and listen to us on iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spreaker, Stitcher, Podomatic, and all the places you can find quality podcasts.
And even some other types of podcasts
that are not so quality.
We'll talk to you next week, kids.